desire where you're going to say, this business is better than what I'm doing now. This business, I'm 61 years old. So if this thing continues on for as long as I have, then obviously I'm going to be 77 years old in 16 years. And I'm going to hopefully, my paycheck will have gone up 2 or 3 times since then. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how to live on $3 million a year. Anybody else got that problem? Didn't think so. But you know what? You could. Because 3 years ago, Denise and I, our paycheck 3 years ago was $15,000 a month. So 3 years ago, it was 15 grand a month, and we decided to step on the gas pedal. And it's grown to what it's grown in 3 years. So don't be thinking it's going to take you 16 years to build a huge check. Be thinking, if I step on the gas pedal, then most of us are approaching our expiration date of working a lot quicker than we want to. I mean, just think about it. I'm 61. Hypothetically, 65 is when you're supposed to stop working. I'm never going to do it. But you start looking at that, you say, I got 4 years to really go. Well, get going. What's your other plan? Winning the lottery? Nah. What's the other plan? Living on Social Security? I was talking to a guy last night. He's got a nice house here in town. His property taxes, his flood insurance, and his homeowner's insurance in Houston, Texas. His house is going to be paid off in 7 years when he's 70. And he's right now figuring out how he's still going to live in that house, because with his house paid off, it's still costing him $1,500 a month to live there. Okay, so $1,500 against your Social Security, against trying to figure out how you're going to pay for all your medications and all that jazz, you're broke unless you have something like this. So if you got a better plan than this, God bless you. I pray you do. But this is a pretty doggone good plan that you can start with a $10 bill and a lot of heart. So, you're here because you want to advance your longevity business. You're here because you want to learn something new. You're not going to. You're here because you want to be a better person. You're already a better person than I am. But why are you really here? You know, think about that. Why are you really here? You have a lot to do on a Saturday because you might just hear something that's going to finally click this thing on. And you know what, today? You're going to hear something that's going to finally click this thing on. And I don't have a clicker, so if I forget. So, go ahead, Denise.
So
Denise wrote all these slides, by the way. I have to tell you something. I am like, anybody ever heard my radio show? Yeah, lots of you have. I get all the credit for everything. I mean, people, oh, don't you know, you're so great. Don't you know, you're this. Don't you know, you're that. Don't you know, you're so handsome. You're so nice. And I go, thank you very much. The truth, I go, I know. You are, I am awesome. The truth of the matter is, I do nothing except take credit for everything. She does 99.9% of everything. And then the organization, last month on that first slide, you guys saw that we do about $4 million worth of business a month. Oh, Tom, you're unbelievable. Truth of the matter is, we do 300. And you guys do 3,999,700. You know, I am just like Tom Sawyer and the guy with the white picket fence, you know, and Becky Thatcher comes along and I have to paint the fence, and all of a sudden I make it look fun and everybody else is out there pumped drinking it, and I'm sitting on the porch drinking the lemonade. That's who I am. But guess what? That's who I want you to be. I don't want you guys painting the white picket fence. I want you building a team.
Yeah,
so,
this is Tom and I. We found someone who 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 found Raymond and Yolanda.
Yeah.
And then they want our autograph.
Yeah, that is the greatest. That's a good call. I've never thought about that.
So, are you curious? Are you convinced? Or are you committed? And this is all relative to your level of belief in longevity, right? You're probably here. If you're here, you're probably at least convinced, right? But we want to get you from convinced to committed, because like Tom was saying, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a 3 to 5 year plan to create financial security in your life.
So, aren't you an angel? How many of you know his name? Raise your hand if you know his name. Adrian. Thank you very much, Adrian. You know why? Because my son's name's Adrian. He doesn't even have a name tag on. I'm going to love the guy forever. All right. wakeboard. I know you can't believe that's true about me. There's the family. That's our little boy Dominic and our daughter Courtney. This is our beautiful home. That dumpy little house that you saw there is beautiful. In the wintertime, we love it in Longmont, Colorado. There is my mother, my best friend in the world. We bought a coffee shop. We had a blast. That's us down in Puerto Rico.
We had a blast. Our coffee shop, this is the deal about the coffee shop. Tom used to be in the restaurant business, right? So one day he goes, you know, I really like to have either a breakfast restaurant or a coffee shop.
I don't know why
And so he's doing the radio show. Somebody calls up and she says, I have a deal for you. There's a coffee shop in Longmont. You should buy it. Tom goes, okay, we'll go by and look at it. So we go by and look at this coffee shop, right? First of all, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and the doors are closed.
They aren't even open yet, right?
They're not even open. So that's a bad sign number one. Bad sign number two, when we go back the next day when they're open, they had the menu, literally, and this is no lie. You know the spiral notebook paper? They had written out the menu on the spiral notebook paper and taped it to the back wall.
Oh, take it! It is the steal of the century!
And they're wondering why their business didn't work, right? So we go and buy this, we just took it over basically. And we thought, oh, this is going to be so much fun. Oh my God.